Well, it's officially January 1st, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if you're anything like me, but it seemed like the holidays kind of flew by. And here we are. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great and safe celebration yesterday. And I hope that you are kicking off this new year just the way you wanted, which is different for everyone. And so today I want to talk about resolutions. I'm sure that you have heard about New Year resolutions, what your goals are from just about everywhere you turn. Could be the radio, could be in your circles, all the things. And so I just want to talk about why I stopped making resolutions years ago and why I would recommend to you and anyone that you talk to do the same. So if you're curious, if you're tired of resolutions and having the year come and go and being like, what were those goals again? Or actually, I'll just do them this year because I kind of forgot about them, or come February, they went on the back burner. This episode is definitely for you. So, Happy New Year, and let's dive in. Are you too busy to prep healthy meals? Do you feel self-conscious about your body and your clothes not fitting right, but you don't have time to work out? Does your life feel unorganized and messy? Do you wish you had routines and habits that made health simple, even with your busy schedule? I know, I've been there. Hi, I'm Shannon Marquita, and no one ever really taught me how to eat healthy. I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I found myself eating whatever was easy, which definitely impacted my energy, weight, and focus. That's why I created this podcast, to show you that through healthy habits and time management, you can know you're doing health right. So stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Welcome home. A fresh start awaits. Hello, 2024. Seems like it kind of snuck up on us, but at the same time, for me, it's always exciting when it's here, a brand new year. It feels like a fresh start, which is perfect because that is the title of this podcast, and just a clean slate. 365 days, unless it's a leap year, which I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure that's not this year, of brand new days to decide what we want to look like, what we want our year, life, days, all the things. We can divvy that up into categories. I have heard people talk about faith, family, friends, finances, health, like all the different aspects of our life, and to make specific goals in those areas, which I love making goals. But the important part is that they are measurable and realistic. So what I want to talk about today is specifically why I don't make resolutions, why I stopped that quite a few years ago, why I encourage you to do the same, and what I specifically mean by that. Because I don't mean we don't need to make goals. I don't mean that we shouldn't try to improve or have specific things that we are working towards. So please don't get that mistaken here. I did look up the word resolution, and a specific definition for it is a firm decision to do or not to do something. So in that regard, I completely stand by that definition. But how people often interpret it when it comes to a new year is making big life changes in the upcoming year, which can be good, and I support that, especially if they're positive and healthy. Could be something like I quit smoking, or I'm going to quit drinking, or I'm going to start exercising, right? All of those are good things if they align with your goals for whatever those are for your life, but they need to be realistic. So when someone says, I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year, that can be realistic, and I am by no means belittling that goal. And if that is a goal of yours, I completely support you. But I want to make sure that you make it realistic and attainable. So don't say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds when you normally don't work out, when you don't have the best nutrition, and you don't have a plan of how you're going to change that. So by just on December 31st or in December of the previous year or on January 1st, making such a bold claim with no plan, that's not actually a resolution. That's more of just a wish. I'd like to lose 100 pounds. Great. I mean, I don't know anybody that wouldn't like to lean out or get stronger. But what I want is for us to be realistic about our claims. So what my focus became a few years ago, and it continues this year as well, is to not make such bold goals in regards to the new year, but to make habits my goal. So for example, a few years ago, it started out as simply as I'm going to wake up 30 minutes earlier. And 30 minutes turned into an hour, turned into a habit where now my day has more time in it for productivity. It also helped me to go to bed earlier because that helps support my habit, the goal of waking up 30 minutes earlier so I wouldn't be as tired and it was easier to get up and start the day because I was well rested. So the decisions in my life started to support my goal habit of waking up 30 minutes earlier. Also, it could be something like I want to lift weights 3 times a week. Maybe normally you don't lift weights. Maybe you're afraid of lifting weights and you're trying to work that into your routine. And so you need to be specific about it. It doesn't have to be heavy weights. It could be light weights to build lean muscle and just starting to do it consistently. Maybe you're a runner. Maybe you're a walker. Maybe you just want to start carrying weights on your run or walk and include them in your cardio. Whatever it looks like in your life, it might not even be something health and fitness related. Anything like that though, it's something that is specific that you are going to build a habit that can then compound, that will start to support your big goal and honestly, a healthy lifestyle. Maybe your goal is, I want to quit smoking. And in the past, at least from people I know who are smokers, they try to quit multiple times in a year, in a week, in a month, all the things. It's not an easy habit to kick. And so it could be, maybe right now it is you smoke a few packs a week. And so you want to cut that in half. So now what you do is start to plan more intentionally, right? I don't know how many cigarettes are in a pack, so this is hypothetical, but say there's 10 and there's 7 days in a week. So you could have one a day, and obviously that would give you 3 extra. So your most stressful days, maybe, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you want to have a second one. Whatever that looks like, I have no idea. But these are just examples of creating a habit that would then compound to support your goal. So that's the main message that I want here is I'm excited for the year ahead. It by no means is going to be perfect, just like other years haven't been, but I want you to look ahead optimistically and intentionally with what you want your year to look like, and then how to break that down into habits that you can start implementing now. They're not so big and attainable that you say them out loud and then you're like, actually, I'll just wait till next year. On January 1st, I'm already going to say, I'm going to wait till next year. No, that is not what I want. So using the example of 100 pounds, let's say that you want to lose, what can that look like? It could look like, I'm going to go for a 20-minute walk 3 days a week. And so you look at your schedule. Maybe you get up a little bit earlier. Maybe in the evening, depending on where you live, the weather is better and you do it in the evening. Maybe it looks like whatever you have for breakfast right now, you're going to swap that for some oatmeal that's packed with fiber and an apple or some berries, something to fill you up and to give you sustainable energy. Things that are simple that you can implement in your life right now. I know I've made goals for myself and I'm like, this is great. I'm completely gonna achieve this. And then you go to take the first step towards it and it already is discouraging because you don't even know where to start. It just seems so big and unattainable that you actually end up putting it on the back burner and pivoting to a different choice because you need something that's easier. So my goal for you in this new year is to not make big resolutions. I mean, you can have those in mind, obviously, but choose the habits. Choose the habits you're going to commit to that will support those big goals, but also your healthy lifestyle and what you want your life to look like in any regard. Maybe it's relationships. Maybe you've been struggling in the friend department with quality connection. And so it's going to be that you are going to connect in groups in your community. Maybe there's a sports group. Maybe you love sports and you just sign up for a team and then now you're bonding with the team and making friends that way. Maybe you plug into a small group at your church so you know that it's people who have common beliefs as you, people who align with your lifestyle, and now you are in a direction of surrounding yourself with people that you would want to spend time with and are supportive of the person you're wanting to become. These are just all examples. Pick an area of your life. If it's finances, maybe you really need to start saving. Maybe spending is just a little too easy, or maybe the holidays put you a little more in the red than you planned. And so you need to look at your budget and figure out, how can I get back on track and actually ahead? And so it might be, a few days a week. Maybe there's someone that works with you that lives close by and you guys can carpool some. Or maybe it's, hey, instead of going out, I'm gonna bring my lunch more during the week. It's simple things, like literally pick extremely simple things, but the message is that they compound, and these habits support your big goals and get you to where you want to be, and are a lot easier than you think, but we just have to break them down. So that is my message to you, something that I started doing a few years ago and I love. I see the fruit of it, and yes, I have big goals. I don't want you to miss that message here, but in the new year, it's not the big goals that I focus on. It's the habits that are implementable right away and that get me to those big goals that become a part of my life and lifestyle, so that even on the days where I'm exhausted or super busy or it's a crazy time, these are habits that are already part of my routine and daily life. And so they happen no matter what. So I hope you guys had a safe and happy new year. I am so excited for all that's ahead in this year. And I just wish you the very best. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you, all the things. Please always find me on social media. Connect with me. Let me know how your world is going, what's going on. Let me know if you have resolutions or big goals and you're not sure how to break them down, or you're not even sure really what to focus on, but you know you need some new habits in your life. Reach out to me. Let's schedule a one-on-one and connect and break that down so that we can set you up for a successful 2024. You can find all this information in the description of this podcast or on my website, Shannon Marquita. That's MARQUETA.com. Happy New Year, you guys. Love you. If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's ShannonMarqueta. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.